Well, with the first leg of the TAB Northern Crown Series out of the way for Rockhampton last weekend, all roads lead to the Sugar City Mackay this weekend for the running of the second leg of the TAB Northern Crown Series. Of course, the Mackay Cup and the Mackay Newmarket are the features, and Tommy Button holds a very good hand. He had no luck at all at Rockhampton, but he's got some great runners this week, including Astoria headed towards the Mackay Cup and a two-pronged attack in the Mackay Newmarket with Peacock, a little unlucky at Rockhampton, and of course Heartbreak Harry, a former Cleveland Bay winner at Townsville. Tommy Button, he's got a great interesting story, has Tommy. He was a former champion apprentice rider in Queensland in the late 90s, and he holds sway for Mackay.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, probably about 30 or 40 kilos ago.
Tell us about that time. You had some great success in Brisbane. Was there a horse or a trainer or someone that really stood out to you that got your career going?
Yeah, look, I was apprenticed. I had a few bosses. I was a little bit of a little mongrel kid, I suppose. I travelled around a little bit, but look, Bobby Jury was probably a major factor in my riding career. He was a jockey himself. He rode in Melbourne Cups, so he was able to get out there, ride with me. Of course, my first boss, Gary Pole, he got me started, and then later on, Roy Dawson, he really helped me, and he put me on the Doom 10,000, run fourth in that on Sahara Z one year, and he was a great supporter too.
A certain horse apart from Sahara Z that stood out to you?
Look, I rode Dad's horse. I rode Dad's horse, Packy's Plot, in Brisbane a couple of times, and it was a real buzz to win for Dad. He was a long way away from Brisbane, and it was very rare to take a horse down there and to get a win, and that was a big buzz for me.
And of course, weight got the better of you. You had a little quick stint in your hometown of Rocky at the end, but then you did something different. You went and joined the Australian Defence Force, of course, and in transport between 2000 and 2005, and a 7-month stint in Iraq. That would have been a bit different to riding, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a real difference. I'd done horses ever since I was, ever since I could think of, and that was my only real skill in life. And I was at a stage where I wanted to learn something new, and the Army taught me everything I needed to know in that job. So I'd done transport, and I got a lot of qualifications out of it, and a lot of discipline, and I think it's only helped me in life.
Settled that little mongrel apprentice down, did it?
Yeah, in parts, yeah.
And then, of course, you spent some time in the mines and then started to throw your hand at training in sort of 2009, and you had a little play around as well as work, but then you took it up full-time in 2012. How about these stats? You've won the last 4 trainers' premierships at Rockhampton. Basically, you've only been training on your own right 6 or 7 years full-time, so it's a big achievement.
Yeah, I had a lot of support, a lot of great clients and owners that really backed me and come with me all the way, and I still got them now. And look, I couldn't do it without them. You obviously need the cattle to be able to win races, but it's my passion. Racing's my passion. I really enjoy it. I still enjoy riding work, and I still enjoy getting out there. And I'm just enjoying life.
And training our swagger winners. Let's talk on this Northern Crown Series, the TAB Northern Crowns. It's been a great addition to our racing from Rockhampton to Cairns at this time of year. And you had no luck at Rocky last weekend, but of course you head to Mackay, the Newmarket. You've got a two-pronged attack there in Heartbreak Harry, of course won the Cleveland Bay a few years back, and Peacock. He was a better run the other day.
Yeah, that's right. It is a great incentive. It's got, them 2 horses that I've got, Astoria and Peacock. They were bought specifically for these. Last year, Peacock just missed. He won 2. This year, he enjoyed himself so much, Jack, that he bought Astoria to run along through the Cups. So, that's the sort of thing that it brings. It brings these owners into buying really nice horses, and trainers like myself are lucky enough to pick them up and try and have a go at the big money.
And of course, you've got a good team behind you as well, and that makes it easier when you've got to travel to, say, like today, to Townsville for a meeting, and then travel all the way up the coast. You'll end up in Cairns, party central, but there's a serious side too.
Yeah, that's right. You've got to have a good team. I'm lucky that I've got a really good team at home, and we've settled into the farm over the last 12 months, and it's really good. It's a big ask if I go away for 4 or 5 days, which happens a lot. The place at home still got to run, and still got to run, as good as it does if I'm there. So, hats off to them. They've done a great job over the years. So, it does take a bit of work, but it all pays off in the long run.
And Astoria, very good in the eyeliner. Didn't quite fire in the Rocky Cup, but he's a nom there for the Mackay Cup this weekend. He's still a little undecided, but he'll continue north.
Yeah, he will continue north. There's no doubt about that. It's just we're just going to give him another couple of days just to see if something pops up about Rocky. He was a little bit disappointing. It was one of them days where the track was a mess, and there's a few excuses there. So I'm hoping that there's nothing wrong and we can continue on. But if we miss this week, we just sort of make up our mind whether we bring him back in distance or continue on with the Cup plan.
Well done, Tommy, from that little mongrel heavyweight apprentice to champion trainer out of Central Queensland, of course, Rockhampton, and looking forward to you heading up here. And, of course, Cleveland Bay, you've won that before, so Townsville's been a happy hunting ground, and continue up to Cairns, mate.
No, I can't wait. It's the time of year where I look forward to going north, and I love it.